My buddy Steve sent me this one. He said, two fellas are standing before a judge on their first drug offense. Well, judge said, I'm going to give you fellas a break since it's your first time. Go home and over the weekend, see how many people you can convince to stay away from drugs. Come back next week and we'll talk. They came back next week, and the judge said, well, how'd you do? First fella stood up and said, I convinced 17 people to not use drugs. Judge said, well, that's great. How'd you do that? And he said, well, I drew a diagram. I had two circles, had a big one and a little one. I told him, this is your brain before drugs. This is your brain after drugs. Judge said, good job. Well, how'd you do? Second fellow said, I convinced 157 people to never use drugs. Holy cow, how'd you do that? He said, well, I basically used the same diagram. Really? He said, yeah, I looked at it a little different. And I said, now, this is your asshole before prison.